Oh my God. Hi, Susie. Welcome.
Thank you. That was a great introduction there. I loved it.
Completely forgot that.
It's great.
Yeah. I mean, I learned a lot from you about technology. You are not just Access Consciousness certified facilitator and founder of ESSE. You are also a tech wizard, and you are saving our lives each and every day as translators.
Well, thank you. I think that's a little exaggerated, but thank you.
I mean, I know the stories about Zoom and other platforms. When they say, no, you can't do that, you say, yes, I can, and I'm doing it. I know that. You are
Yeah.
so creative,
Thank you.
and it's such an inspiration, truly. And also, you are coming to Istanbul.
Yes. I'm
Oh,
very excited. I'm very, very excited actually, because this time it feels different to me, and I don't know why. I mean, I've been to Istanbul before, but this time it has a different energy about it. I am so excited. And and I'm also excited about where we are, and where I'm staying and everything. It just has a very different energy from the other times. So I'm like, yay, let's do it.
and these classes, ESSE for bodies and talk to the animals,
Yeah.
they both changed my life. I'm so grateful for both of them and for you because I have a body and I literally suffered from fibromyalgia
Hmm.
for 26 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I was strong. I was a strong girl. I suffered for 26 years. and,
Wow.
and then I received a C-section. And suddenly something happened magically. When I stood up from the massage table, I was taller, lighter, and I was like floating.
Wow.
I was like, oh my God.
That's incredible.
Yeah. And
Wow.
and then no, I watched a video. I think it was Andrew, and he was describing what is SE, and he was using these same words. I was like, yeah, I know that. Yeah, I had that. So, can you talk about how this SE magic works? It's
I cannot tell you how it works. I'm sorry. I just know that it works, and it's. I think that's the biggest thing that I was trying to in the very beginning, when I was working with this energy on Gary Douglas and Dane. I didn't really know what I was doing, and so at some point Gary said, you have to start doing classes in this. So I did. I started, and it was really, I was trying to explain it, and it's not really explicable in words. And so my first classes, they felt like absolute disasters. and and that has completely changed now. And I find it so great that people now are just really, they just dive into the energy. They're being the energy, and it's just so much fun to work on each other for a few days and to really just immerse yourself in that energy. And a lot of people get so excited that they then think, oh, SE is the answer to everything. No, SE is not the answer to everything. Please. um, you can work with SE on a body, and if the body desires to receive the energy, great. But SE is not the only body work that's out there. And so please, it's not about replacing SE with everything else, but it's really to just use the tools for the situations in which they are applicable. And then magic can really truly occur. And that's the thing that I have seen many times now, many times now. And so I know this can be miraculous, but it's really, one of many things miraculous. I would say that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how many years it's been. Like 8 years ago, I had my first ESSE class,
Wow.
and I was in awe. I was like, wow, because I was touching the body, and my fingers, my hands were going in deeper and deeper, and I wasn't pushing.
Hmm.
I was like, wow, is it possible? Apparently it is. And my last ESSE class with horses in South Africa, it was beautiful. And perceiving how people are receiving and how animals are receiving, it's quite different,
Yeah.
right? And the joy those horses were having, it's like they don't have face expressions, but I could see they were, it was so much fun. And it's easier with work with horses, I guess. I mean, at least for me.
It's different. It's different. I think the animals are more clear about what they would like from you and what they require in their bodies. As people, we start thinking, we have judgments. A horse doesn't walk around and judge the way it looks. It doesn't walk around and judge the way that its body is shaped or any of these things. So we are the ones that constantly have all that stuff going on. And so when you touch a body, you can perceive those judgments and you can perceive those barriers. And if the person isn't willing to really relax and open up and give some space to themselves and their bodies, then it is like working on like a brick wall almost, although sometimes I feel like a brick wall is easier to work on then, because the bricks again don't have a judgment and they don't have a point of view, and so you could work on them with greater ease. But yeah, so it makes a difference for sure, because we judge ourselves so much. But the one thing also in the ESSE class, really, that's one of the things that I keep encouraging people, is to stop the judgment, at least for those 2 days, and really become aware of all the things that we're judging our bodies for. And and can we actually just let go of them? Like, what would it take to really just be like, you know what, I don't require this anymore, and I can really live a different life now? And what would that take?
And it's so beautiful, all those people coming together in a class, and they just there, to contribute to each other and receive from each other. It's changing a lot, and it's showing that something else is possible.
Yeah.
Someone else is touching you with that, I don't know, yummy energy, like, hey, I'm here for you.
Yeah.
I'm here for you. That's it. Oh my God. I have goosebumps. My body is even my body's, yes, can I have that, please? More of that, please. And after class, I was different. After my first ESSE class, I was able to allow people to touch me, like hug me, or just put their hands on my shoulder. I wasn't like before. I was like, okay, I can receive,
Awesome.
Yeah, so it's such a contribution, truly. And also, talk to the animals classes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not anything like I thought it would be. It was completely different. And I was thinking I have a connection with my pets. I always had a cat or dog or both at the same time, or fish or bird, But I realized most of the time I am writing some stories in my head. Oh, my cat wants that, or my dog has this problem. But they're trying to show me something different.
Yeah.
So truly, talk to the animals classes. are changing your point of view about animals, but also about yourself,
Hmm.
you know, where
Yeah.
you to write a story in your head instead of perceiving, allowing yourself to be aware, and where you truly have awareness and you are not acknowledging. It's really so different. And also in Turkey, we love animals, but we want to save them.
Yes.
Is it possible to save them? Oh
We
no.
will find out. Yeah, I mean that is the topic of our one day class. And so Talk to the Animals is a specialty of Access Consciousness, and it actually within the program has quite a few different options. And what we chose for this one day class in Turkey was basically to just have it for one day and do it on a specific topic, because you guys recently have had all this change in your policy, that like the stray dogs and cats can be basically slaughtered now and all that kind of stuff. So I'm being very bad. But so, yeah, we're just looking at like what contribution really can we be? That's one thing, and can we really insert some more consciousness here and see what we can really be as an energy and contribute to this policy maybe changing, or people having ease with it, or finding different ways of doing things with all of that, so what other options are there? And so the tools of Access Consciousness are basically what is part of this. So we learn some tools that have something to do, of course, with the animals. But the real amazing thing about the tools is that we can really change the energy behind things. And that's what I'm excited about. And that's why we picked this topic, because it is like really a hot topic for you guys. And it would be nice to bring some cool into that and see what we can change, and what we can create for the future. And I'm really excited for this possibility. Now, the one thing about this class is that if you're excited to come, it's not, you cannot bring your animal, but you can bring a picture of your animal. And please do, because what we will do is we will have some group work where everybody is going to perceive the energy about your animal through the picture, and we're going to do some group sessions that way. So it's usually a lot of fun. And so please know that even though you can't bring your physical animal, you will still have your animals there. So, and that I'm excited about excited about too.
Me too. And it gives you a lot of clarity about yourself, how you communicate with your animals. And when you can't get clear, you can always have a friend, from the class. You can give a call, because sometimes when it's our pets, we go into judgment, oh my God, something's wrong because I didn't take care of my puppy so good, blah, blah. But you will meet so many people in the class. Bring them and you can say, hey, can you ask me a question? Right?
Totally.
It helps a lot.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. And also, we can run ESSE on dogs and cats, right?
We can.
Yeah. Because my dog was sick and vet couldn't find anything. They did all the, scanning and tests. And my friend came and she said, I think he would like to have some ESSE. I said, oh, really? Could you please? She said, yeah. Because he wasn't able to walk. Her back legs were shaking and he was so dizzy. But after ESSE, he was able to walk
Wow.
better.
Yeah.
It wasn't 100%, but he was able to walk.
Yeah. Great.
I love the tools, truly.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, and sometimes it is easier for someone else to come in and say, "Hey, your dog requires this," and you're like, "Oh, thank you," you know.
Yeah, yeah. And they are aware of so many things, you know.
Yeah.
We are having earthquakes right now. And actually, when I asked, what is this? I was like, earthquakes.
Mm.
Because I was also dizzy. My dog,
Hmm.
I was dizzy. I was like, what is this? Earthquakes. I was like, okay. Then we had it. And my dog was sleeping. And he was like, and then went to sleep again. They don't do drama. You know, they're
Yeah.
like, earthquake. Okay. And then just go back to sleep. They're amazing and they are willing to contribute.
Hmm.
We have so many things to learn, I guess, from animals, right?
Yes, there's definitely some things that we can learn from them. And, you know, for me, it's really important to be aware that we all have our ways that we are aware, more aware than others. And so, you know, to me, it's not about making the animals greater than us. Yes, there are certain things we can learn from them. And there's also things they can learn from us. And, you know, living in a big city, for example, I mean, you have a lot of dogs there that and cats that are just have learned and adapted to that lifestyle. But that's not normal, you know. If you were to let any dog outside here in America, most of them wouldn't survive, you know, for very long. And so there is something about that too, where the animals have to really learn how to live in our cities. It's a very different environment, and so, you know, so yeah, we have a lot to offer to each other, and I think that's really important, that we recognize what can this animal contribute to me and what can I contribute to them, you know, and just really be clear on that.
And, you know, we are going to walk every morning and every evening. So my dog is big and he needs to go out to pee. So, and there are so many people walking with their dogs. And most of them, when we are walking, they just pull their dog because my dog is big and black. They assume he's wild, but he is the most loving and spoiled brat. You know, he just wants to be loved. You know, he just wants to be loved by all the animals and everyone. He was like, but they're like, big black dog, come here, honey. I'm like, okay, how does it get any better than that? You know, but now I can have allowance. Also, sometimes there are some dogs, small dogs especially, they keep barking and trying to attack him. He's like, oh, okay. And he doesn't care. But the small dog goes, "Grr."
Yeah.
And most of the time, the owner says, oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know. How can I do? Blah, blah. And I tell them what I learned from you. I tell them, maybe you can ask your dog, you know, please be friendly. You don't have to be a friend, but please be friendly.
Hmm.
And I'm not in danger. You don't have to protect me when we are walking. They're like, oh, thank you, you know. And I tell my dog, be aware. I don't say be careful. And it's changing so many things, you know. And
Hmm.
I'm always aware of it when I'm walking with it. I'm present.
Yeah,
So
cool.
my dog never eats something from
Hmm.
the road.
Right.
You know, these small things making my life so much easier and joyful. You know,
Yeah, that's great.
so grateful, and I can't wait.
Yes, me too.
There are so many more gems in the clouds.
Exactly.
So we will start SE for Buddies on May 22nd at 2 o'clock Istanbul time. And on 23rd and 24th, we will have full 2 days together. We will learn so much. We will experience so much. We will have our yummy buddies and together. Oh my God, it's so orgasmic. And on the 25th, on Sunday, we will have full day Talk to the Animals class in Istanbul at Biotel. So everyone, come. We are
Yes.
waiting. Susie is coming all the way from America. So
Yes, yes.
thank you so much, Susie. I can't wait to see you soon.
Thank you, and thank you for having me here today. And I am really looking forward to giving you a big hug.
Yes, yes, in person, finally, after so many months.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, then. See you soon.
Thank you. Bye. Bye, everybody. Thank you.